welcome to this week's episode of GeekStorm. We're here at Pepper Whistle in downtown Kokomo, where it smells really good and I'm kind of hungry. I'm Mike Harrison. This is my lovely co-host, April Thatcher.
Yep.
It's kind of a combination of the two words.
April whoever you want me to be.
April Thatcher. Sean's not here this week, and that's probably a good thing. So let's get rolling and we're going to talk about some movies, we're going to talk about some TV and some comics. You saw a movie last night. What'd you see?
Well, first, I wanted to mention there's some stuff going on downtown Kokomo.
What is
in case you see this in time, tonight is First Friday.
Tonight, Friday is First Friday?
Yep.
Because it's the first Friday?
It is.
It's aptly named. What a coincidence.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
What do they do on First Friday?
That's awesome. All kinds of businesses downtown do special things, so you can have the opportunity to come in and check them out if you never have. Pepper Whistle is also involved in that. There will be belly dancers, I've heard. And also, Weberfest is going on.
Mm-hmm. There going to be belly dancers here at Pepper Whistle?
No, not at Pepper Whistle, but around the square.
Just dancing around the square?
Yeah, on one corner. And also, the summer We Care bash at the We Care Park deal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's... You won't be bored this weekend.
Oh, boy.
And if you are, you can still go see the movie.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So anyway.
What'd you think of, you went to see Two Guns?
Yeah, I did.
And what'd you think of it? Do people need to skip Weberfest to go see Two Guns?
Two Guns will still be there.
It will be there next weekend, probably?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was, okay. It's not one of the best movies we've seen recently.
Okay.
It's definitely one of the lower budget movies that we've seen recently. Casting wise, I thought it was pretty good. The Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg had a good chemistry. And I guess we'll give a little background on what the movie is about.
Yeah, the trailer gives away a lot of the plot. I think they let you know that there's two guys they do something bad. You don't really know what at that point, but they rob a bank, and when they things settle down and they get away from the cops, they kind of turn on each other. But it turns out they're both working for different law enforcement agencies. One was going to bust the other, and one was going to bust the other. But they end up having to work together on a much larger case, and it involves. They only thought they were going to steal a couple million maybe, and they ended up stealing like 30 million and from the wrong guys.
It's like 40 some odd .12.
So there's a lot of good character actors in this, and in some of the secondary roles. Edward James Olmos from Battlestar Galactica and many other things obviously was in it. It's good to see him in a lot of things. Bill Paxton did pretty good. I'm not a big Bill Paxton fan, but he had a pretty cool role in this and was pretty good in it. Had some good scenes, but I think I agree with you that maybe you could probably wait for a Netflix or Redbox on this one,
right?
Or a Family Video, your local video store.
Was it rated R?
I don't think it was.
What was the rating?
I think it's PG-13.
No, I had to show my ID.
It was R because there was frontal nudity. Yep.
Oh, no, but yeah. Well,
yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was okay. There was good chemistry between those two, and it's fallen into kind of a modern day Lethal Weapon where you've got the two people that don't really want to work together, but they end up working together, and they're kind of sarcastic and smart to each other all the time, and they both did a pretty good job, and it was fun to watch. But like,
yeah, I mean, I really liked Mark Wahlberg's character.
Everybody likes Mark Wahlberg. That's why he gets a gazillion dollars to be on the screen, right?
Winking.
Because everybody's waiting for him to show his what is it?
I don't know. You might want to start
Fruit
talking.
Loom or BVDs or whatever underwear commercial he used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I give it like a 3.5-ish stars.
On what scale?
Out of 5.
Okay,
3.5
out of 10,
5.
that'd be terrible.
No.
Yeah, I'd say 3.5 out of 5. That'd be. Apparently, now we have a rating scale. So.
I just made it up. we could say.
Just made it up right here on the spot.
1 out of 17. We could say. I don't know.
So it was pretty good.
What were the other movies that were out that we didn't go see?
Oh, Smurfs 2 came out.
Smurfs 2, which I didn't see. Smurfs 1, which I
didn't
never
either.
will see either one.
Oh, I loved the Smurfs when I was.
Well, when you were a kid, sure, but they always try to recapture that magic you had, and it's just never there.
Yeah.
Because you know why? You're not 7 years old anymore. Okay. And your 7-year-olds, today's 7-year-olds, they don't think Smurfs are cool. Okay.
No.
They don't. They've got Cody Banks, and I don't know. That's even 10 years old. They got modern stuff that they don't care about Smurfs. They don't give a Smurf.
Smurf you. So anyway.
All right. One more quick movie note.
Okay.
I read yesterday. If you were a fan of the movie Avatar, which since it's the biggest movie in the history of movies, I imagine maybe you are. There was talk right after Avatar about doing Avatar 2 and 3, shooting them at the same time and having them out, I think, in 14 and 15. That's scrapped. Cameron still wants to do it. James Cameron still wants to do it, but he's going to do 2, 3, and 4 shot all at once. He hired new writers. He's going to do a whole new storyline, and it's going to be filmed all together, just like Lord of the Rings style. It was filmed all at once and then released over a course of a few years. And a budget for these 3 movies of $1 billion is the budget, which seems like a lot, but Avatar made $2.1 billion. The first one did. So even if each of the next 3 only makes $300,000, that's all it takes to break even. So they think they have a formula, and I thought the show was okay. I didn't like it as much as maybe everybody else that spent their billions on it, but
Okay.
that's a little movie note for you. What's next?
So,
You want to go comics or TV? TV or comics? Which one do you want to go?
well, let's
It's
go
comics. It is. Okay.
In the world of comics.
What did you read this week? What did you read this week?
This week I read 3 comics.
What?
Yeah.
You're
But one of
turning
them kind of is weird.
Oh.
Actually, I read more than this because I had to back read.
Oh, okay.
So,
To get to the story of
Yeah.
others? Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you read?
well, the first one,
What's your least favorite of those 3?
I don't want to get any bronies after me or
Oh
anything,
no.
but
Oh no.
I read My Little Pony. Friendship is magic.
And is it?
It was pretty cute. I bought it because I have girls.
You have young girls?
Yeah.
Do you think this appealed to them?
Yeah, I thought there was a little bit in it for
Did you let
me.
them read it?
Not yet.
You
I
said, "This
said
is
you
mommy's-
can't
this is
read
mommy's
it
pile."
until after I'm
Okay.
done because you'll screw it up. And
Okay.
I want
'Cause it's a
candy
collector's
stuck
item?
to it. Sure. Well, I wanted to like go back and like see this page has like you can follow her through the carnival.
We've already given this way too much time. Next. What of these 2
Okay.
comics did you like?
I liked these both a lot. We'll start out with Collider.
Collider.
This is the first episode. Or, yeah. I
Issue?
always say
Sorry.
episode.
Uh-huh.
First issue with the Vertigo, the kind of spin-off thingy of DC.
Right, DC's kind of like, not necessarily horror, but kind of out there line of books.
Right. This is really cool. Adam and Jay are kind of like the main characters, and there's a division of physics. Everything is based around, you know, like anti-gravity, like places will just lose gravity. And
Okay, so it's definitely a different world. It's not set in
no,
our world.
it's our world. It's just something has happened that's caused like little tears in reality.
Okay, right.
So it was definitely a cool sci-fi kind of deal. I like the characters. I really want to see what happens.
Oh, that's good.
Next
That's
time.
good. That's a good endorsement then if you want to
Right.
know what happens next.
The art was not fantastic.
What'd you do to it up here?
I don't know. Would you leave me alone?
It's no longer a collector's item.
Well, whatever.
no
I
longer
read
mint-
the heck out of it. Is
It's
what
not
I
in mint
did.
condition.
The impossible is always possible is like its main
Oh, okay.
tag phrase through it.
Uh-huh.
I really love this cover.
All right.
I dressed to match it.
Oh, you did.
Not on purpose.
You did. You put your collider
But
shirt
yeah, so that's pretty awesome.
on. All right, good.
The Wake. This is the third.
Third issue of The Wake.
Yes. I really liked this. The Snyder is all over everything.
He's a great
lately.
writer.
He's
DC's go-to guy.
everything's been awesome. Another Vertigo.
I read the first issue. That's the third issue. The first issue starts out with some scientists being gathered to work on this project underwater, and it ends up being some type of I don't want to say merman, but is that what it is in the later issues? Okay, so some type of underwater creature that's humanoid that they find, and that's where the first issue ends. So by the third issue, what's going on?
They're about, by the end of this issue, they're under attack, basically.
Oh, by more of these creatures?
Yes. They have brought in, was she in the first?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But anyway, I really, really liked this.
It's a good book.
The art was cool, but it let my imagination still have a little something to do with it.
Cool.
And, it was like, turn the page, find out what's happening next, kind of like exciting.
So it sounds like 2 out of the 3 books you picked were pretty good. The book I read this week was Guardians of the Galaxy, I think number 7, I can't remember the exact number.
It's not a collector's item anymore.
It wasn't, believe me.
Hey,
Believe me.
I've heard there
Bird cages all over the world. Bottom. Guardians of the Galaxy. This issue takes place right after basically the whole Age of Ultron summertime storyline, where the heroes have kind of messed up the space-time continuum, kind of messed some time up a little bit. And the main character in Guardians of the Galaxy, he feels something going on, some kind of time shift, or don't really know yet.
Where's your comic book?
He's on a mission. I left it home in a nice plastic bag with a board, and it's sealed. You know why? And it doesn't look like
Live a
anyone
little.
reads. I read it.
Okay.
And so the best part about this book, though, was Tony Stark, Iron Man, has joined this group, the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's off-world, and he's with this group. And the first 2 or 3 pages is a conversation between him and Rocket Raccoon. He's not really a raccoon. He hates it when you call him that, but he looks like a raccoon. So, and it's a great conversation between the two, just kind of back and forth differences between the 2 species, if you will, and also the first time you see at the end of Age of Ultron, the big reveal or whatever was the appearance of this character called Angela, which is not from Marvel Comics. Angela is from Image Comics, from Spawn and all that, and the creator of Angela was able to pull, through a long legal battle, pull that character out of the Spawn universe and say, this is mine, I created it, and can do whatever I want with it. He took it to Marvel. And so at the end of the whole Age of Ultron crossover, this whole rip in space-time makes Angela appear, and so she's going to be a part of the Marvel Universe now. But when they did it, it was just kind of a splash page. It wasn't, you saw her and that's it. This one, she's actually in it. It's her first real appearance in the Marvel Universe as far as action and talking and things. So it was kind of cool for fans of what happened then. You'll want to pick it up. It's a really good book, and it's leading into the movie that's going to be out in Marvel Phase 2, or is that 3? 2, Marvel Phase 2. So pick that up if you want. I didn't see him do that.
Whatever. How do you know he did it?
I knew it was 2. Wait a minute.
Whatever.
Okay. So that's it for the world of comics.
Okay.
For the world of comics.
All right.
Lastly, real quick, we'll just talk about some TV. What did you watch on TV, April? You didn't watch any TV, did you?
I didn't.
Okay.
I have better things to do and read.
Yeah, read My Little Pony, apparently. There's a show that just started, I think it's in its 3rd week, called The Bridge. It's on FX. FX has been doing some really good TV lately. Maybe not on the caliber of, say, AMC, but with Justified is really good. The Shield was always really good. Of course, Sons of Anarchy is one of the best shows on TV. If you're not watching that, you should throw your TV away because you don't know what it's used for. But this new show is called The Border, and the premise is on the border between Texas and Mexico, there's a bridge, and right on the line, somebody has dumped a body. I mean, right on the line, half on this side, half on this side, okay? And so the 2 agencies, like say El Paso PD has got a detective on it, a female, and I think Juarez, their police department has a detective. They're trying to.
Don't ever go there.
At first, you don't want to go to Juarez.
No.
Neither does the characters in this movie. this half of this lady that didn't make it over to Juarez, she doesn't want to go over there either.
Okay.
So
And she's dead.
so at first they're at odds. They want to this is my case, and then they get to start working together, and they work together through the rest of the show. But it's got some good twists. They kind of reveal who the villain is or who the bad guy is right away, but then you're not really sure that he's the bad guy of this particular crime. He just happens to be a bad guy that is in the atmosphere of what's going on. It turns out that the body is actually two bodies. The top half is an American woman, and the bottom half is a Mexican woman, and so it really is a multi-national case. And so far, it's a pretty good show. The only thing I don't like about it is this habit that Hollywood has of making us want to like the main character because of some weird affect they have, being this girl, this female detective. She doesn't feel empathy for anybody or anything, so she's real, kind of smart, like say a House character, but then doesn't understand how people feel or how the things she does makes people feel.
Asperger's.
It's not necessarily Asperger's because she can function.
What?
No, she can function. She can function in a social situation.
Okay.
Okay, but she's unaware of.
Well, I think that's a pretty common character.
It is.
So I think it must be appealing to people.
I don't know.
Maybe not you
I didn't like it.
specifically.
I didn't like it so much just because I see it so much. Maybe it's because I watch too much television, but I didn't like it so much because I see it so much.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a good show. It's about 3 episodes in. It's called The Bridge, and it's on Fox, I think, on Tuesdays, but you have to, or on FX on Tuesdays. So check it out.
And I have one weird little TV
Go.
to tie into Two Guns. Mark Wahlberg's character. They called him the Stig, and I'm sorry, but
Michael Stigman, the Stig.
Yes, except for that's not who the Stig is to me.
Who's the Stig?
He's the mystery driver from Top Gear BBC, because I'm a car nerd. So.
On the BBC, there's a show called Top Gear.
Yeah.
And there's a mystery driver, and his name is the Stig.
Yes.
Wow.
You need to watch it. If you're watching that much TV, you should watch good stuff.
Well, I don't think Top Gear's in the mix. For me, anyway.
It should be.
For me, anyway.
It's a good show.
Okay. Okay. I think that's it for this episode. We got anything else you want to cover?
I think that's it.
You can get these comics and more that don't have finger mark on them.
I don't know. It's like food. I don't know.
It's food.
It's probably food. I eat.
Where can you get those, April?
You can get those at 121. Is it West Sycamore? At
East.
Comics East.
West.
I'll always screw it up. I'm really good at screwing
121
things
East
up.
Sycamore at Comics Cubed, where
Yeah.
you will see Sean, and I'm sorry, but he does have the comics, so you do have to look at him for just a little bit.
He's groovy and he'll help you out. So check out Pepper Whistle. Come downtown tonight if you see this in time. I hope you do.
And you'll see a belly
First
dancer.
Fridays for you, yeah.
You had me at belly dancer. Okay.
Pretty awesome.
We'll see you next week.
It's been GeekStorm. I'm April Thatcher, and this
Mike
is Mike
Harrison.
Harrison. Bye.